Welcome back to How to Save Like a Mennonite, and I'm Rachel, the Mennonite Miser, and today I'll be your Mennonite Miser advisor on the inventory. Now, I had another video on this, but it was choppy, so I had to change the resolution. I think I'm catching on here, and the inventory is very much like the financial fast. So I wanted to address this because I think it will help you to see how much around you is superfluous and unnecessary. So this is an exercise that is a hands-on exercise. What you'll do is it'll be comprehensive of all the things in your home. You don't have to do this all at once, or you could just take a Saturday and do it if you wanted to. The first one will be with space in your home. You can actually put things away first, put everything where it should be so you can get a good measurement. And what you're going to do is measure the part of your room that is consistently not used and compare it with the part that consistently has use in it. You will see this very markedly in kitchens and living rooms and basements as well. A living room, you'll have the couch, and then you'll have the TV, and then you'll just have space that is just sitting there. There are many books written about North Americans' addiction to housing and how it's unsustainable, it's unnecessary, and it's sapping so many of our resources. And this is a perfect example, and this exercise will show you that. That place that's just sitting there is using heat. It accumulates things, people throw stuff down there, and the more that you just throw things down, the more you lose track of stuff and then you buy more. So it's like a trap. So I'm not advocating people to just dump their homes and everybody go and live in an RV or a little green home, although some people have done that. But I want you to be aware of how much we have been led right into believing that more is somehow acquainted with our worth. It's not. More is just acquainted with how much consumerism we've fallen into. And you can break out of that. So do this with the living room and the kitchen and chart the percentage versus the percentage used versus the percentage unused. And if you do this in your whole home and add it all up, you'll be astounded on how much space in your home you actually use and how much you don't. You can do this with the children's room too, and I highly encourage you to do this because it's a great exercise for children to understand the ideas of simplicity, understand the idea of being responsible with the resources that we have and with the things that we have, to not believe in a disposable society where you just get rid of something and buy another. So have them take their toys, and if they're older, then their things, books, whatever they like, and have them put them into three categories: what they use a lot or play with all the time, ones that sometimes they do, and then the ones that they just don't. They never use, they haven't touched them for years. Now we're all going to have sentimental items that we're not going to get rid of. Whether it's grandpa's little toy car or an article of clothing that really means a lot to you. Don't throw those things away. They mean a lot. But the other things, repurpose, recycle, give away. Let somebody else enjoy that beautiful dress that you keep thinking you're going to use and never do. I have had to do that. I've had to part with some clothes that I really liked, and I just thought, well, maybe on some occasion I might wear it. I'm not old order, so I can have dresses, but they just sat there. So do this with things as well. Things like things that you use, toothbrushes, combs. I cleaned out the bathroom the other day and there were about 15 combs in there. I don't know why we accumulated so many. So now I have one comb. I threw away, each person has their own. Now I have one comb, and I take very good care of that comb because it's the only comb that I have. I'm careful not to just throw it down on the couch. It goes where it's supposed to go. Ben Franklin had his, the statements that he lived by, and one of them that I really enjoy is everything has a place, and put everything in its place. We can't do that all the time. But if you only have one of each item that you use and you're using 100% of the things that you have, you're going to see what I mean. So for instance, like pants or clothes, let's take shirts. You may have 10 shirts and you only wear 3. that means that you're not wearing 70% of your shirts. Same with your pants and other articles of clothing. If you're wearing 100% of your pants, let's say that you don't have a washing machine, so you have 50 pairs of pants, that's fine. The idea is to wear and to use 100% of what you've got, or 90%, as opposed to having such a low percentage of use on your space and your things. The key is to just start getting aware of all of this so that you can start uncluttering and downsizing. And I hope that this exercise really works for you. If you do this, let me know how it goes, and let me know other ways that you've done this inventory as well. And if it's helped you. If it's helped you to make some money by selling the things that you don't want, or repurposing it, or giving it to someone who's really appreciated it. Let me know how it goes, and I'd like to know your stories on how the inventories work for you.